Hi everyone, welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Today, we're talking about a fascinating and creative topic, art. Whether you enjoy painting, drawing, sculpting, or calligraphy, art is a powerful way to express yourself. But sometimes, talking about art in English can be challenging. How do you describe different techniques, materials, or artistic styles? How do you explain your creative process, or discuss an artwork you admire? In this lesson, we'll go through a real-life conversation, where people discuss different forms of art. Then, we'll break it down with key phrases, useful vocabulary, and practical tips, to help you confidently talk about art in English. If you find English difficult, don't worry, you can translate the subtitles into English, and your own language like this. Check the description below, for extra details. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Wow, look at this painting. The colors are so bold, and the texture is amazing. I wonder how the artist created this effect.
It looks like they used a palette knife instead of a brush. That technique gives paintings a thicker, more textured look. Do you paint?
A little. I love painting with acrylics because they dry fast, but I've been wanting to try watercolors too. They have such a soft and dreamy effect.
Watercolors are tricky because they blend so easily, but that's also what makes them beautiful. I actually do more sketching and drawing than painting.
That's awesome. Do you use pencils or charcoal?
Both. Pencil sketching is great for details, but charcoal drawing gives such bold and dramatic contrasts. Lately, I've been experimenting with calligraphy too. It's really satisfying to create elegant letters.
Calligraphy looks so elegant, but I imagine it takes a lot of practice. Do you use brush pens or a dip pen?
I started with brush pens because they're easier to control, but now I'm using a dip pen. The ink flow makes a big difference in how the letters turn out.
That's really cool. I'd love to learn calligraphy someday. But right now, I'm more into pottery. There's something so calming about shaping clay with your hands.
That sounds fun. Have you tried making vases or bowls on a pottery wheel?
Yes. It takes practice to center the clay properly, but once you get the hang of it, it's so satisfying. I also like sculpting little figures by hand.
Sculpting must take a lot of patience. I've always been fascinated by woodworking. Carving something from a block of wood seems really rewarding.
It is. My grandfather used to do wood carving, and he taught me how to make small decorative pieces. It's amazing how a piece of wood can be transformed into something artistic.
That's the beauty of art. It allows you to take simple materials and turn them into something meaningful.
Exactly. And there are so many different forms of art. I'd love to try jewelry making someday, too. Designing and crafting something unique must be so satisfying.
That would be really cool. Art is such a great way to express creativity, no matter the medium.
Totally. Whether it's painting, drawing, sculpting, or crafting, there's something special about creating something with your own hands.
And that's a wrap for today's lesson on talking about art in English. We explored different ways to discuss various art forms, techniques, and creative processes. Whether you enjoy painting, sculpting, or drawing, knowing how to express your artistic interests in English can help you communicate better and share your passion with others. Let's quickly review what we covered today. What we talked about: a natural conversation about different types of art, including painting, sketching, and pottery. How to describe artistic techniques, tools, and personal creative experiences. Useful words and phrases to confidently discuss art in daily conversations. Key phrases: do you paint? Watercolors have such a soft and dreamy effect. Calligraphy looks so elegant, but I imagine it takes a lot of practice. Pottery is so calming, you shape the clay with your hands. Carving something from a block of wood seems really rewarding. Jewelry making must be so satisfying, designing and crafting something unique. There are so many different forms of art to explore. Being able to talk about art in English helps you connect with fellow artists, explain your creative process, and appreciate different forms of artistic expression. Whether you're discussing your favorite medium, visiting an art gallery, or trying out a new craft, these phrases will help you express yourself clearly and naturally. Try practicing these phrases by describing an artwork you love or explaining a project you're working on. The more you use them, the more confident you'll feel when talking about art in English. Okay, Thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect. So try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.